Hello, everyone. Welcome to Off the Charts, episode 220. My name is Dan, and today I'll be your host once again. Before we start off, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends, hit that little bell to be notified when I make new content. But most importantly, put on that like thumbs up here. So this will be this controversial episode here. I'll be doing another one of my revisiting, and you can see I got this smile on my face because I cannot take this band seriously. So revisiting forgotten bands, Nitro. If you ask me my opinion, they should remain forgotten, and like it's a joke and an insult to music or everything. Like it's an assault to the senses. Let me put it that to the senses, ear, eyes, whatever. It's like everything wrong with hair metal was Nitro. But let's yeah, you know what? Let's have a needed a bigger one for this one. Usually I'm here to, when it's say revisiting forgotten bands, there's usually a part of me that will say, you know what, these guys are worth checking out. These guys are not worth, well, they're worth checking out for something, and I'll get to that soon. But music collection, like garbage. So they were. let's talk about them. And this was the punching bag for as my friends and I watching your videos. They're entertaining. I'll give you that. And they're, if you want to have a good laugh, they're good. They're there for that too. But that was it. That was it here. So I'll get into that soon there. So they were formed in 1988, and has Jim Gillette on vocals. These names, by the way, Jim Gillette makes Ricky Rocket's stage name look very cool. Like Gillette, I still think of the shaving cream there, but I'm not even sure if that's his real name. I didn't bother looking, nor do I really want to know or care. Michelangelo Batio on guitars. I'm sure the guy's really talented, but more on that later. TJ Racer on bass and Bobby Rock on drums, which I actually forgot. Like, I just never listened to these here. Yeah, he's anyway, Casey Comet was the drummer that replaced Bobby Rock on tour. So this, and I only got them on CD, and I have a funny story if you stick around to the end regarding the vinyl of this year. So their first album is called OFR. If I memory serves correctly, OFR stands for Out Fucking Rageous. Okay? The outrageous, you know what? You guys named your band, but so, and I'll show you this is the band Nitro. So there's your Jim Gillette right here. Michael Bazio, whatever. I'm going to call him Michelangelo. That's what he was known as. See the four-neck guitar, TJ Racer, and Bobby Rock right here. And there's a picture of them. So, but on the video, it was another drummer, probably the Casey Comet. So the first time I heard Nitro was, when you're teens and, you had the Power Hour, you record the videos, and wow, Freight Train, I don't even know where to begin. So here's another shot here. The singer, Jim Gillette's claim to fame was that he wanted to have a higher range than Rob Halford. Rob Halford has a great range, but sounds good. This guy's voice is like, imagine I don't even know how to describe his voice. He can sing really high, but at one point it almost sounds like a toddler, like a you'd have, okay, that's one thing. So I remember the the guitarist, and then he's playing his guitar and he's going dun, dun, like putting his finger his claim, he said he was the fastest guitar player. He could play like this, like this, like this. And I remember him being on the Pepsi Power Hour, and the guy was like da, 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 doing this real fast. But it was like a C C C C C C, like the C note or chord, whatever. Like, you're not really doing anything when you're doing this. You're hitting the same note to be more impressive. But anyway, that's so. Freight Train Coming. You guys you have to see the video for this to have a good laugh. It's got the most annoying vocals ever. The production is uber thin. Like, there's hardly any bottom end. It's all about the guitar and the vocalist. And then he's got the guitar solo. Oh my god, you got to see the guitar solo in Freight Train Coming when he comes out with his four neck guitar. He's going and he's going like this on the video. It's so fucking ridiculous. I'm still laughing. And of course, at one time, again, his claim to fame, Jim Gillette, was being able to sing so high. That one time, there's a glass in front of a speaker and it shatters while he's doing. No. I can't even like, it's about like that high there, even higher, I'm sure there. But anyway, yeah, that was so 1989 has OFR Out Fucking Rageous, and more on this album later for the vinyl edition. That's a funny thing I've seen. Anyway, nobody in my circle of friends had this album, or I bought it because at one time, I was buying anything that was hair metal. I never listened to this, and even when I was living with my cousin, she's like, "What the hell is that?" Like, I had bought this on CD. She's like, "What is that? Like, what's that guy's voice? It's got to be the most annoying thing." She never said anything bad about my bands except these guys here. So that was 1989's Out Fucking Rageous. Now, Nitro 2 from 1992. So the guy had, like, Jim Gillette had the friggin' hair, like, it was ridiculously high. Like, people say that certain bands what caused the hair metal to go down. I'm sure they were one of the reasons. It was like everything was over the top or out fucking rageous. So album number 2, well, out is Casey Comet on the drums, and in comes Johnny Thunder, again, more on that drummer later, and Ralph Carter on bass. So I remember, so the number 2 album is this one here, Nitro 2, which is called HWDWS, which means hot, wet, dripping with sweat. So I remember seeing the video on the Power Hour for the cover of Cat Scratch Fever. And at first I was like, oh, okay, they actually look cool. Like, the singer's got no more hair up to here. It's all just normal hair. And then the guitarist starts, da, 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 and I was like, okay, actually, this is actually pretty cool. Until you see the drummer. And I've shown this video. Again, this is another one of those videos you have to see to believe it. The drummer is like, imagine the drummer is bigger than his drum set. And I'm not kidding. I'm sure I am to a point. But imagine a huge guy that does weights with a mohawk, and imagine him playing on a Hello Kitty drummer, like a small drum set like that. He looked so huge compared to the drum set. And I still remember the opening to and then with his head hits the cymbal. I was like, wow, how can it start off all right, and then the drummer, I'm just like, wow, okay. And then the singer starts in for Cat Scratch Fever. I was like, Are you? Oh my God, this vocals! Like, what is up with that? And I remember there was an interview with the guitarist for Nitro on the Power Hour, and they're promoting this album, and the VJ pretty much did not know what to say. He's like, "All right, your first album, it happened." Anyway, talk about album number two. I was like, "Wow, what a burn!" And without burning him there in the music or as fans, there not nothing is considered. They're an insult, but they're a joke at the same time. They're over the top, and so when I say revisiting, like they should remain forgotten. This is completely wrong with hair metal. Now they break up in 1993. Thank God. Apparently they were making a third album, and it's that. Oh yeah. Then they come back in 2016 saying they're back together. I completely missed that memo apparently because I only found this out when I was doing the research for this episode. So yeah, 2016 with Gillette and Batio getting together with Chris Adler on drums from Lamb of God and Victor Wooten on bass. How the hell does Victor Wooten go and play bass for this band? Like, great bass player, great showmanship, but like, wow, what are you doing, guy? But that album, I guess they were starting to record. I think they went on tour. By 2019, yeah, we broke up again. I was like, okay, again, I must have blinked that year or whatnot there, but anyway, they're broken up again. So Jim Gillette, before that, went and married Lita Ford, and you got to read up on that. That is one marriage that ended up in a big mess, but not before Jim Gillette decides to go produce and do background vocals on Lita Ford's Wicked Wonderland album. And when I bought that, because I'm trying to get all again, you know me, I'm a completist, trying to get every artist that I have, all their albums, so I could do rankings or whatnot. And I listened to that album. I was like, very rarely do I. Some albums just like don't. There's no wow factor, or this one just like, whoa, this is shit, like really bad. I was like, wow. Anything that Jim Gillette guy touches turns to shit, if you ask me there. So here's the funny story regarding the vinyl. So I guess this got reissued on Real Gone Records, and I guess nobody was buying it because at one point, and my friend Steve from Rock and Metal Invasion will actually back me up on this because he actually got that same email where they sent people on who are on the mailing list, if you're certain albums are on sale. A vinyl album, if it goes on sale will probably be like $20 as opposed to 36 or $29. A sale item will be between $15 and $20 US. Okay. This Nitro album was going for, correct me if I'm wrong, it was either $3 or $5. And I was reading this, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I came this close to buying it, but I'm like, okay, I gotta pay shipping with this too. For $3 to get it on vinyl, yeah, I'll get it. Apparently it's now sold out from all that big $3, or it was $3 or $5. One of those two items. I'm not kidding here. Steve, back me up on this. You had that email because he's like, yeah, I had that. I saw that email too. And I almost bought it too. I don't know if you did buy it there, but at the time there wasn't anything else to buy for me to make it worthwhile, to pay for shipping, because shipping's probably like $20 or something there. So I'm still paying like max $25 there. So, but anyway, I would have gotten it if there was something else to buy, just to say, I bought this for $3 or $5. So anyway, this is my, wow. Let me just, I need to chug that. There's like Nitro for me is, I'm curious to go watch Freight Train video on YouTube. It's all over YouTube. And Cat Scratch Fever by Nitro. I'm curious to know what you guys think about this band. Sure, they're talented. Being talented doesn't mean you can write good songs. Okay, I've said this many times, mostly to my friends. Being talented doesn't mean you can write good songs. These guys do not write good songs, and the end product is just an assault on the senses, especially your ears. But the videos, you know what? They gave us good laughs as teens when we were recording videos. And Freight Train, check out the glass breaking, the 4-neck guitar, this guitar. What else was there? The voice is whatever. And then the Cat Scratch Fever, the drummer, big drummer with the small drum set going with his head on the cymbal. I like, and of course, as time went by, I show these videos to people and they can't believe what they're seeing. Yeah, this to me is revisiting. Just for this episode, don't bother going to check out their discography. I wouldn't bother buying it. I'm not here at all to tell you to go buy it. But there are 2 videos worth watching, especially if you're with a gang of friends. If you're having a party, put on those 2 videos, especially if these guys are hair metal, if your friends are, hair metal fans, and it's great for a good laugh. So anyway, on that note, hope you guys enjoyed this rant/bash about Nitro, but yeah, I don't get it. Have yourselves a great whatever, and we'll see you guys next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.